What's the scariest part of Halloween as an adult? Having the worst Halloween candy in your neighborhood. Hi, this is Denise from Vivid Lifestyle Realty, your go-to source for all things real estate and lifestyle in beautiful Corona and the surrounding areas. And today we are going to talk about, you guessed it, the top 6 Halloween candies to give out this Halloween. So as you know, especially if you look back in your youth, kids will absolutely judge you by the Halloween candy that you give out. Whether it's miniatures or full-time candy bars or a handful that you give them, they're going to remember the houses that give you the best of the best, and they're also going to remember the houses that maybe hand out some old butterscotches and some pennies. So don't be that house. So we've done a lot of research on this, and we've looked over, websites and everything, and there is a lot of change in the top candies depending on volume or where you live or different categories. But after research, we've come up with these 6 things that are kind of the favorites, and as your kids or as you went trick-or-treating, they've kind of stayed top of mind throughout the years. So with a little nostalgia and kids nowadays just loving it, it's a fun time of year to go out there and just make the kids happy, and also give yourself a pat on the back because you had full-size candy bars and you made them so happy and they want to come to your house again next year. So anyway, we're going to break this down into the top 6, and here we go. Number 6 is your friendly neighborhood Kit Kat bars. Break me off a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Maybe dating myself, but anyway. So Kit Kats, it's crazy when you look at the amount of candy that is sold per year. So 172,000 pounds of Kit Kats are sold every year. And when you think about other candies, they're not even in the top batch as far as volume goes, but they're just like the wafer and the chocolate, and you break them apart in the little sections. So you have your Kit Kat bar, and then you eat the chocolate off, then the wafer, you eat the layers. Oh, you can't go wrong with a Kit Kat bar. So even though they weren't as high in volume as some of the other ones we're going to be talking about, they definitely were high on surveys that were taken, and you can't go wrong with giving out a great Kit Kat bar. So number 5 is Starbursts. Who doesn't love the colorful little individually wrapped candies that just give you a burst of fruit flavor? They've been around forever. They were first called opal fruit when they launched in 1960 in Britain. And so it's really neat when we do this research, because I'm like, I didn't know they were called opal fruit, and I didn't know they originated in Britain. So how cool is that? You learn something new every day. And so they're a lot higher than the Kit Kat bar. 1.6 million pounds of Starbursts are sold every year. And these are also great because they're one of the 2 non-chocolate offerings on the list. So if you have a dairy allergy or you don't want something that's going to melt, it's really great. Now, across the country, sometimes, most of the time, Halloween's pretty cold. I remember growing up in Chicago that you're wearing your coat under your costume. But we're here in sunny California, so sometimes it's pretty hot. So at night on Halloween, it's good because it cools down quite a bit at night on the West Coast. But it's really nice to have candies if you're doing something in the summer or in the fall, and we do have a hot day that it's not going to melt, which I really love about those candies as well. So you definitely, again, can't go wrong with giving out Starbursts. And number 4 on our list is the beloved M&Ms. Now, one thing I love about M&Ms is that they have stayed with the times as far as changing. Because with M&Ms, I mean, you can't go wrong with peanut or original. Like, those are the staples going way, way back. However, they've added so many flavors. caramel, mint, you name it, you've got it. And that also brings excitement every year or every time they come out with something new. And so it's very exciting whether you get original M&Ms, peanut M&Ms, or different types of M&Ms. It keeps kids and everybody happy because it's a staple as far as candies go, but it's also exciting with all the new flavors that they come out with. It's definitely amazing how many pounds of this are sold each Halloween. So over 2.2 million pounds are bought each Halloween season in the US, not annually, just during the Halloween season. That is crazy. So definitely give the kids something to love, and maybe they'll share with their parents too, or not. Maybe parents will just go in their bag and take a mini pack. But anyway, you can't go wrong with the beloved M&Ms. And number 3, oh my gosh, Snickers. So Snickers rebranded themselves kind of as the midday snack to tie you over until dinner. And so with that, because it's, ooey gooey and peanuts and all of that stuff, it really, has been known as kind of a snack and a candy bar. And they've also pivoted with their marketing to really up their brand and kind of keep it current and modern. So I love when people kind of adapt and change to the times as well. That is a super popular candy bar for Halloween and year round. And over 2 million pounds of Snickers are sold each year. So Snickers, that midday snack, can't go wrong. Number 2 is Skittles. Now, Skittles by far are actually the most popular candy sold by volume, but consistently don't make the top list when you're looking at the surveys. They're usually right there, like number 2, but you could consider it a tie. But overall, they do sell the most volume, which is a really interesting fact. And even though it could be a tie, 1 or 2, you're doing good. There are over 3.3 million pounds of Skittles sold each year. That is a lot of little bite-sized rainbows, bite-sized little candies. Taste the rainbow. I think that's what they say. Woohoo! So anyway, that's an incredible stat. And whether it's individual mini bags or a full bag and you're going all in on Halloween, you definitely can't go wrong with that. Also, because they're little like pieces of like, whether it's, Starbursts, you're eating a square, Skittles or M&Ms, you eat each little piece. It seems to last longer and just make people happy. I worked with kids for a long time. Skittles are definitely an all-time favorite. I like to have those in the classroom because they didn't, we all like to have those in the classroom because they didn't melt, and they last a long time. So it's really good. You get the little individual packs. It's also good for classroom, Halloween, year round. You name it, you got it. Go Skittles. And the number 1 Halloween candy to give out this year is, drumroll, candy corn. Oh, no, not candy corn. I'm just kidding. Definitely not candy corn. I would have been disappointed if it was candy corn. It's great to make crafts, Halloween crafts, fall crafts. Definitely not the number 1 candy. Although it is kind of fun sometimes to eat the layers, it doesn't even come close to Skittles or M&Ms. So anyway, the actual number 1 candy, it's Skittles outsells it by volume, but on almost all the surveys, it is the number 1 candy. Can you guess it? It's Reese's peanut butter cups. And I know my husband would definitely go in that direction for sure. Peanut butter and chocolate, little cups. What is there not to love? You got to eat the ridges off first, and then you go in for the peanut butter filling. But anyway, it's a fun candy to give out. The only thing I would suggest about this, and I worry because when I worked in education, I always worried about these things, but anything with peanut butter in it, if somebody has a nut allergy, You know, it could be, it's wrapped and everything, that's not the problem. But, you know, let me tell you, if the kids can't eat it, guess what? The parents definitely will. But I like to give the kids a variety. So if they want chocolate, if they don't want chocolate, if they want, you know, if they can't eat peanuts or whatever, at least you have a variety to choose what they like, and then they remember you for giving them a choice as well. So go Reese's Peanut Butter Cups as the #1 choice for Halloween candy this year. If you can give them, you know, Skittles if you can give Skittles out and you can give Reese's Peanut Butter Cups out, you've got, you know, you're ahead of the game. So there you have it. #1 Reese's Peanut Butter Cups on surveys, and Skittles are the #1 in volume. But honestly, you really can't go wrong with any of these candy choices, and maybe even some of the better ones out there like Twix, woohoo! Milky Way, a lot of those different high-level candy bars that have been around a long time really do well. And this Halloween, if you add these candies into your repertoire, they will be big hits, and kids, you will be a big hit with the youth throughout your neighborhood. So, and then the next Halloween, they're gonna tell their friends and wanna go to, you know, that cool house. You add a little fog and a little Halloween music and sold. You're gonna be the best house on the block. Anyway, also, please let me know if I missed your favorite candy bar, or if I missed anything else that you think should be on the list. Please let us know in the comments below. I love to hear everybody's favorite candy bar, because sometimes it can go out with, like, you know, some Airheads or Charleston Chew, which, oh my gosh, if you freeze a Charleston Chew, that is like one of my favorites all time. I don't eat it that much, but now thinking about it, I might go out and get one and freeze it, just to be nostalgic for this video. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that so much. I enjoyed presenting it to you. You always want to make the kiddos happy on Halloween, and you know, just give them something that they're going to remember. And happy Halloween to all. Please have a safe and wonderful and sweet day. And if you like this video and you found that it gave you value and kind of just nostalgia and some fun, please like and subscribe to our channel, or like this video and subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate the support. You can also check out other videos of what's happening in this fall, events and different things that are coming up. We always cover a lot of things in Corona in the general area, and like the Dos Lagos Shopping Center has things coming up, in the Crossings Shopping Center, two big staples in Corona. They have a lot of really great things coming up as well for fall, and we will definitely be covering that. And please check us out on Instagram and Facebook at Vivid Lifestyle Realty. You can also check out our website at vividlifestylerealty.com, where you can see blog posts and properties. And please have a wonderful fall season, and we'll see you on the next one.